So there's an interesting phenomenon that happens in our life that I don't think we give enough credit to, and I don't think so. Me personally, I always forget about this. And to illustrate this point, I want to actually talk to you about a story that happened when I was little. So when I was 5 years old, I think it was 5 or 6 years old. So my friend and I, Colin, he and I decided to go pick marsh marigolds. There's a creek behind our house, and I don't know if you've ever seen marsh marigolds. They kind of grow in really wet areas. So they've got these beautiful little yellow flowers, and we were going to pick marsh marigolds for my mom. Colin was at our house. My mom used to watch Colin at the same time, and we went. We started hiking back to where it was. It's about probably about a half a kilometer behind our house where I went, and we never told my mom where we were going. And we were looking around trying to find these marsh marigolds, and eventually we picked these marsh marigolds and we came back, and my mom was all frantic. She didn't know where we were, and she was looking for us, and she was very panicky. And we got in trouble, obviously, for wandering off and not telling anybody. But here we had these beautiful marsh marigolds that we picked for my mom. And she probably still remembers this, I don't know, but it's pretty vivid in my mind that I remember going, and I remember feeling like I knew exactly where I was going. We did know exactly where we were going. We've done that before. We went with my parents. We knew exactly where the marsh marigolds were. We knew exactly the spot where we can find them, and then we can come back. But we didn't let anybody else know. So this phenomenon that happens in our life is that we know as individuals deep down inside where we're going or where we believe where we want to go, but we fail to think about other people, and we don't think that other people don't see where we are going. And they feel very lost. They feel very panicky. They feel like they don't know what is going on. And I think that this is a real phenomenon that we all experience, where we venture off into the woods and we go and do something, but we don't know, or we don't tell. We know, but we don't tell people what the thing that we're trying to do. And if you're experiencing anything like this, and you're experiencing, real life things where you know the steps that it takes to get to someplace, but other people don't really get what you're about or what you're doing, they often will feel panicky, or they will give a lot of doubt to you. They will feel like they often, another sort of reaction is that they might be angry with you, or they might, they just might give you a lot of doubt in various different ways. And the way that we process doubt and we process these things in our life is we have sort of emotional reactions to them. But you yourself, I remember when I was a kid, I had no emotional reaction. I was very actually happy doing this, and I was really excited. We thought that my mom would be very excited to get these flowers. So when you're doing something, when you're venturing off into this world, know that other people don't understand what you're about. And it doesn't matter how close they are to you. So my mom was probably the biggest person in my life at that time. My mom and my dad were my biggest people in my life. And they still didn't get what I was doing and what I was about. And everybody around you, when you're venturing off and you're doing something that is uniquely you, nobody's going to understand what you're about. And they're going to have these emotional reactions to the things that you're doing. And then the only thing that I can tell you to do is not only expect that that's going to happen, but to also know that it's okay to have this confidence, and you don't have to absorb what other people are projecting onto you. it is them that's actually thinking about this and not knowing what you're about. And they're projecting all of these negative emotions onto you without realizing the fact that you are very confident with what you're doing and you know exactly what the next steps are and where to actually get there. I know it's easy to say, and I struggle with this a lot, and that's why I'm talking about it, because I struggle with it. It's easy to say, but it's very hard to know that this is the right steps to do. But the only thing that you can do is to get up and to move forward, to take those steps forward, and to have that confidence that you're going to go pick your own Marsh Marigolds and you're going to go and do your own wonderful things in this world. And maybe they might be happy when they see you. Maybe they might be not so happy when they see you when you come back. But no, just know that you really need to have your own voice. And whatever happens, it is them that's actually processing all of these negative emotions with what you are doing and not you. And just know that your course of action, it's probably the right thing to do, and you could communicate it a little bit more. That was my fault. I should have communicated, or our fault. We should have communicated a little bit more to what was going on. But there's really not much more that you could do than to go pick your own Marsh Marigolds and to go do wonderful things yourself. And let everything else around you just kind of resolve itself. So with that, give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.